right, so Merry Christmas, everybody. It's not actually Christmas, it's the 27th of November. But today we're gonna be covering multiple questions from past people's online. So Ria, let me not waste any time. Let's go. The graph below shows a straight line intersecting the x and y axes, right? Using the graph, determine the gradient of the line. So, Ria, they want us to find the gradient of the line. Anytime you're given a line, a graph of a line, how do you find the gradient? Do you remember?
Um, what we take 2 points.
I like how you're going. 2 points, yeah. Which points do you want to take? Wait.
Well, I know this is the one I always get like tied up with.
All right. So, Ria, can we take a point anywhere? Or does the point need to be on the line?
It would have to be on the line.
So tell me 2 points to pick.
Um, two, two.
So we only have two nice points from this graph. Only two nice points. The other points kind of ugly. Yeah.
To me, all of them looking ugly.
I have two nice exact points.
Um, 4-1.
4-1. 4-1 would be over here.
Oh,
That's not on the line.
okay. We could use numbers that are not on the graph.
You know,
Or
you
it had
can't.
to be.
It has to be on the line. Are you referring to like this? Like it's not there, so you can't use it as you're talking about?
Yeah, like how it's a 2, 4, 6. I could if like 3.
Yeah. That's completely acceptable, right? This will be one, this will be three, this will be five. Yeah, sure. That's totally
Okay.
acceptable. Mm-hmm.
5-0.
5-0. You'd be correct. 5, 0. Okay, what about the other point? Oh, but before we continue, what do we call this? It's a what intercept,
The x-intercept.
right? Because it's cutting the what axis.
The x-axis.
Perfect. What's the other good point to use?
Um,
Aria.
yeah, thinking. I'm actually seeing the graph properly. Okay.
I'll zoom in a little more.
Hmm. 0-4.
0, 4, you'd be correct. If it's 1, 3, 4, this is only y-axis, right? If it's only y-axis, then the zero component, the x component is going to be 0. So that's 0, and this is 4. The y component is 4. Great. Right? And what do we call this?
The y-intercept.
Great. So we have 0, 4, and 5, 0. 0, 4, and 5, 0. Which one do you want to call the first point, and which one do you want to call the second point?
0-4 could be the first point.
If it's the first point, we label it x1, y1, and we label the other one x2, y2. You okay with that?
Yep.
What's the formula I'm going to use to find the gradient of the line?
M equals um x2 minus
That is
no.
the change in y over the change in x. Change in y. So what you was going to tell me just now is the change in x. X2 minus x1. That's the change in x.
So y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1.
When I
As
said
I was mixed up. I don't know why. Oh my god.
when I said change in y, does that confuse you? Be honest.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay. If I want to figure out the change between 2 points, right? And I would take the final and minus the initial, the final minus the initial.
Yeah.
So if I want to figure out, okay, so we call in 0, 4. We call in this point 1, right? Point 1. And we call in this point 2. You with me?
Yeah.
What we are trying to find here is the change in y. Like how much did it change now? From like this point to this point, how much did it change by? So if you want to figure that out, wouldn't you take the final point and minus it from the starting point to see like how much it increased by? Or like I'm
Yeah.
confusing you.
That makes sense.
Okay, like for this point, right? For this point, for that point, what is the y value?
Wait, what?
For this point, what is the y value?
5?
5. Y value?
No, 0.
0 is the y value. What's the y value for this point?
4.
What is the change there? What was the change in y? We started off at 0, but we went to 4. What was the change in y? If you start off at 0 kilometers and you finished off at 4 kilometers, what was the distance covered?
4 kilometers.
Exactly, that's it. When I say change, I
Oh,
want
is
to
it?
figure out, I want to figure out if you started from 0 and you end up at this point, well, how much was the change? Let me give you another example. What if you were at this point and it ended up at this point, right? This point would be 4, comma 2, and this point would be 4, comma 4. Could you tell me what the change in y would be?
Oh,
4. Does it look like, okay, this is the y value here for that one, and this is the y value for this one. Does it look like it
oh,
moved
2.
by 4 units?
No, 2.
2. Ria, and to find that out, didn't you say 4 minus 2?
Yep.
Exactly. So I'm saying y2, which is the final value for y, minus the starting value for y1. So the change in y, how much should y change by? When I say change in y, that's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And when I say change in x, it's the same thing, but it's just x now. And let me explain what I mean. So what is the x value for this point?
5.
Okay. What's the x value for this point?
0.
Was it change in x from 0 to 5?
5.
5, right? And you understood that,
Yeah.
right? Um, if I had this point here, this point is 1, 1, and I had this point here. This is 3, comma 2. What would be the change in x between those 2 points?
2.
Yeah, 2. Because you would say 3 minus 1, right?
Yeah.
So you would say x2, which is 3, minus the first point, which is x1. Does it make sense to you now?
Yes.
Right, so I'll write a statement over here. So always remember it as change in y over the change in x. And you would hear some people saying rise over run.
Oh, that what I mean?
Yes. When you hear the word rise, rise means you're going up or you're going down, correct?
Yeah.
So this would be the rise between these 2 points, right? That would be the rise, and the run would be this part over here. So this is the rise, and this is the run. Make sense?
Yeah.
Nice. Great. I'm happy that we understand that now. All right, so what is y2?
0.
What is y1?
-4.
Now, y1 isn't 4, but it's minus 4, right? I think that's what you meant. X2, what is x2?
Huh?
You just now told me, when I asked you what was y1, it told me -4.
No,
But I think you
no, I
meant
say,
it was just
yeah,
4, but it
I
had
was
the
just
minus sign
saying
there.
minus. Yeah.
I understand. Well, what about x2? What is x2?
5,
What is x1?
0,
Right? So what is 0 minus 4?
-4,
Right? What is 5 minus 0?
5.
Right? So our final gradient is just, was a negative divided by positive.
A negative by a positive.
Now, negative,
Negative
right? A negative divided by a positive number is a negative.
is a negative.
So my final answer, -4/5. So that's my answer. -4/5. So, so girls and guys, um, I write a little hack for you. Anytime a graph is given, find 2 points. I hearing like vigorous typing there. Right? Anytime a graph is given, find 2 points and use that to then find the gradient. All right, so is everybody okay with this type of question? Anytime you're given a graph, just find 2 points and then use m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That's it. Right? And I'll add in some stuff on the graph here too. So when I say y2 minus y1, this is literally what I mean. And this would be 4. And it's also called the rise. Right? And when I'm talking about run, if you ever hear me say that, or anytime you see something like x2 minus x1, we're literally talking about the difference between the 2 points horizontally. So the difference between 0 and 5 would just be 5, and they would polarly run. The more you know. Right, so we're going to move on now. So Ria, they want us to find the equation of the line. Ria, what's the equation of a straight line?
Y equals mx plus c.
Right. Y is equal to mx plus c. And to find the equation of a line, you need 2 things. What are the 2 main things you need?
A gradient and an intercept.
Great. Do we know what the gradient is already?
Yep.
What's the gradient?
-4/5.
Right, so I'm going to say -4/5x. And do we need to find the y-intercept, or do we already?
Ooh, we already have one.
What's the y-intercept?
4?
Yeah, the line is cut on the y-axis at 4.
Yes.
So the y-intercept is 4. So this
I
is
got
that's the answer. Is anytime you see 1 mark, just say us. Anytime you see 1 mark, just know you don't have to do any working. You could figure it out immediately. Right?
Yes, sir.
Anytime you see 1 mark, you don't have to overthink it.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Ria, part 3. I give that a read from you.
Equation of the perpendicular line that passes through P.
Right. So we want to figure out the equation of a perpendicular line that passes through P. If it's passing through P, we should probably take note of that. And if you want, you could do a sketch. Ria, what does perpendicular mean? Just remind me. Perpendicular.
Um, okay, motorbike is a line that cuts. Oh God, I don't know if I'm saying this right.
Okay, just tell me the angle. When you
It
have
cuts at a right angle
a right angle. So the
to
other
the
line,
midpoint, something like that.
you're talking about perpendicular bisector. I'm talking about
Oh,
any
okay,
perpendicular line.
just okay.
Any perpendicular line, right? So like, you see that line I just drawn it?
Yeah.
That's the line they want. That's the equation of the line they want us to find for. That line there is the line we want to find the equation for, right?
Okay.
All right. And it's passing through point P. Let's take note of that. Let's take note of that. It's passing through point P. Point P was 50. Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you want to find the equation of a line, you need the gradient and you need the y-intercept. Do we have any of those just yet?
No.
No. But if the new line is perpendicular to the original line, and we know that the gradient of the original line is minus 4/5, is it possible to find the gradient of the perpendicular line?
Yes.
We can. Anytime you have two perpendicular lines, how are the gradients related to each other?
Huh?
Anytime you have two perpendicular lines, how is the gradient related to each other? Sound like you forget.
I think I did.
Anytime two lines are perpendicular to each other, the gradients are going to be the negative reciprocal of each other.
Oh my God. I was thinking that, but then I was like, no, that's not it.
See, if you did
Wow.
just practice, you would have it in, have it locked in, right? So Ria, all that means you're gonna change the sign and you're gonna flip it. So right now we have a negative sign. If you change the sign, what are negative going to turn to?
A positive.
Right. And if you flip 4/5, what are you going to get?
5 or 4.
5/4. Great. 5/4. Okay. So do we have the gradient of the perpendicular line now?
Yep.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to write the equation of a line now. Y is equal mx plus c. And I'm going to plug in everything I have for so far. And I want you to tell me what's missing. What do we still have to find for?
The intercept.
The intercept. Do you remember how you find the intercept given a point and you have an ingredient already?
Um.
So how would I find for C in this scenario?
We plug
So,
in the point
okay, is that the
to
correct
the
thing?
equation.
Is that the correct thing? So we
Okay.
have an X value and we have a Y value. Tell me what to do next.
Uh, 0 equals to 5/4 brackets 5 plus C.
All right. What is 5/4/5?
Oh good Lord. Um.
It's very simple. Top by top and bottom by bottom. It is the same thing as 5/1. So you're just multiplying 5/5 and 4/1. What's
5
5?
5 25/4.
Right. There was no need to say, oh God. Okay, that easy, right? And what's next? How would I find C from here?
Um, so I know I just a little slow today. Just bear with me. Um,
So we want to find for C.
C equals to, saying it. C equals to 25/4
No.
or minus 25/4.
I have two ways you could look at this, right? Minus 25 over 4 is the correct answer. Two ways you could look at this. If you want to find for something, then it should be the only thing on that side. So this is the first way. Right now we have 25 over 4 and we have C. We are trying to find for C. So C should be the only thing on this side. So if I move across 25 over 4, it's going to turn to minus 25 over 4 is equal to C. From there, you can switch around which for some with. So if you switch that around, C is going to be equal to
Minus 25/4.
yes. Right? That's one way you could do it. Or you could swapped, the left-hand side with the right-hand side, right?
Mm-hmm.
25 over 4 C is equal to 0. And then
I was
from,
trying not to go in there because I always do that.
I don't know what's going on, right? So we now have M and we now have C. So what's the final answer?
Um, y equals 5/4 x plus, no, minus 25/4.
We hack to this. So Ria, let's write on the hack together. Anytime you see the word perpendicular, so anytime you see the word perpendicular, it means that the gradients of the lines are the what of each other,
Are the negative reciprocal?
right? Gradients. Okay, the gradients are the negative reciprocal of each other. Glad we understand that. Another thing, if you want to find the equation, right, given a point, this is what you're gonna do. So finding equation given a point and gradient. All I have to do, remind me, Maria, if you have the gradient and you have a point, what is the next step to find the equation of the line?
To plug the point into the equation,
Right? Plug point and find for C, and then your last step, write your final answer, right? The final answer. Okay, great. Priscilla, is you okay with everything so far?
Yes, I remember how I almost made you go bold with this question.
Thank you. Now, I want to show you all an alternative way to work these kind of questions, right? Alternative way. Alternative way. So I'm going to show you all something called the slope point formula, right? Slope point. And when would you use this? You would use this once you have a gradient and a point. Use when you have a gradient, M, right? And a point. Not just any point, the point has to be on the line. And a point on Right. So the formula goes like this. It's y minus y1 is equal to m by x minus x1. Ria, have you ever heard of this formula before? Have you ever seen it?
Nope.
Serious?
Nope. I haven't.
Okay. Well, let me show you how it's used, right? So you see, all right, so do you see y1 and x1?
Yeah.
Right, y1 and the x1 would be from the point. So just remind me, what was our point in this question? What was the point on the line itself?
50.
Right, so if you're using 5, comma 0, then y1 would be 0 and x1 would be 5. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just simple, like y1 and x1 would come from the point you're using. All right, so let's continue. So the next thing you're going to write would be y minus whatever y1 is. What's y1?
0.
Right? Then you're going to put the gradient. What's the gradient?
5/4.
I think put 5 over 4. Then open bracket x, then minus x1. What is x1?
5.
5. Next step. What is y minus 0?
Y.
Right? Now, you see how we have 5 over 4 on the outside, and you see in two terms on the inside, you would need to use the distributive law and expand those brackets. So you're going to take the 5 over 4 and you're going to multiply by every single thing that's inside the brackets. What's 5 over 4 by x?
5/4x.
What's 5 over 4 by minus 5?
Minus 25/4.
This is the alternative method. Let me know if you guys understand this.
Okay, that's actually kind of easy.
Yeah, it is. Right?
Yes, sir. It wasn't for me.
The process, yeah, understand it like 100%.
Yes, sir. Actually.
Okay, good. The only problem with this, you'll have to remember extra formula, right? Y minus y1 is equal to m by x minus x1. It's not that hard to remember, right? I don't think it's that hard to remember. You can copy it down if you want, right? So this is known as the slope point formula. Y minus y1, right, is equal to m by x minus x1. Copy it down fast. Right, and you use it whenever you have the gradient already and you have a point that's on the line. X1 and y1 would be points from the line. All right, you will have the slope point formula copied down.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. I'm going to move on now. So a line JK has equation 2y is equal to 5x plus 6. Determine the gradient of JK. Now, Ria, for this question, is a graph given?
Nope.
Yes, is a graph given?
No, sir.
No, then if a graph is not given, can we use y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 to find the gradient?
No, sir.
No, you cannot. All they gave you here was the equation of the line, right? Is that in the exact form y is equal to mx plus c? Tell me, guys,
Yeah.
is that in the
No.
exact form?
Well, not really, but yeah, I could see potential in it.
There's potential, right? Ria, are you seeing potential?
Yep, we could solve it.
Right. We could solve for y. Can you tell me how we solve for y?
Yeah.
How would I do that?
Hold on.
So we have 2y. We're trying to find for y.
Well, we could. Do we divide everything by? No.
Okay. Whatever you're saying, if it makes sense, say it. We're trying to find for y. You were telling me to divide both sides by?
By 2.
Okay, if I do that, let's see what's gonna happen. And I want you to tell me if this makes sense. So we want to find for 1y. 2 into 2 is?
1.
Do we get 1y?
Yeah.
So are you correct?
Yeah.
Yes, you are. Why was doubting yourself? I don't know. Right? If you want to
I
find,
didn't think it would, I didn't want to believe it would be that simple, but yeah.
it's simple, I promise. So if you want to find for y, that means you'd have to divide by whatever numbers in front of it to find for 1y. Right? So y is just simply equal to 5 over 2x plus what? Was 6 over 2? 6 over 2 is
3.
3.
Sorry, 3 I lagged it.
All right, so Ria, tell me then, what is the gradient of JK?
5 over 2.
Great. Priscilla, are
Right.
you okay with that?
Yes, sir.
Right. And Priscilla, tell me as well, what is the y-intercept?
Y-intercept.
Yeah. What is the y-intercept for line JK?
5 over 2.
5 over 2?
I mean, 3, sir.
3. That's why I want to know.
5 over 2x. Wait,
5 over
it's 3, sir. Yeah, 3, 3, 3. My
Yeah.
bad, sir.
Yeah, because what does C stand for? What does C stand for?
C stands for the intercept,
What intercept?
the y-intercept.
Great. So this is a gradient, and this will be the y-intercept. And remind me, if they ask me to write the coordinates for the y-intercept, what am I going to write? Let me see if you can figure this out, Priscilla. If they want me to write the coordinates for the y-intercept, what do I write?
Just thinking of it.
First things first, Priscilla, what do we know at the y-intercept? What is what at the y-intercept? Don't look up nothing with ChatGPT and online and thing. Use your brain. Think
No,
about it.
sir. I'm not.
I just saying, think about it. And if you want, you can do a little sketch. Priscilla, when you hear y-intercept, oh, that's the point where the what cuts the what. Tell me.
Where the line
Mhm.
cuts the y-intercept.
Now cuts the y-axis.
Yes, sir, the y-axis.
Right? So I just do a sketch. Maybe the graph could look like that. For all I know. Maybe the graph could look like that, right? According to the equation, what would the y value there be?
3.
It would be a 3. Now, if we want to figure out the point, right? We already know that the y value is 3. We know that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what would the x value be? Oh, all right.
0.
Yeah, right. Yeah, 0. Yes. So then
Right, the answer.
tell me the point then. What would the point be?
0, 3.
Yes. Yes. Right? I'll leave this little scribble to the side. Okay?
I wasn't using no chat GPT or Gemini.
I like when you tell me more AI so I can see the ones you're using. Carry on. All right.
There's only one question, and that was the question. That question, just before that was the only question. I
All
used
right.
my brain to the rest.
That's good. So another line, GH, is perpendicular to JK and passes through the point 5 minus 1. Ria, can you see that this is the exact same as the question before?
Yep.
Okay, well, Ria, if it's the exact same question, tell me the two answers then, right? So what's the gradient of line GH if it's perpendicular to JK?
Negative 2/5.
Great. You learn. Right? You learn. Perpendicular, right? Means that means the negative reciprocal. Negative reciprocal of 5
So
over.
I didn't know the answer before. It's just I did doubt myself like I usually do. And that's why I was like,
That. Even if you tell me the wrong thing, at least I could like explain it to the rest of the class. And if somebody else had that same thought, I could clarify it one time. Don't feel shame. Don't feel
okay.
shame. I'm not judging you. Trust me, I'm really not. Right? Okay. Ria, how would I figure out part 3?
Um we have a point, we have the gradient, so we plug it into the equation.
You want to use the other method I share? That we're talking about? Or you want to do like this?
Um we could do it the first way.
Sure, not a problem. All right. So I'm gonna write down the equation of our line first. Y is equal to mx plus c. What is the information we know?
Y equals to negative 2/5 x plus c.
Right? And we are given a point here. Point is 5 comma minus 1. If that's the
So
case, tell me.
x will be 5 minus 1 will be y. So minus 1 equals to 2/5. Yeah. Comma 5. Let me come on now. Bracket 5 plus c.
Right? Let's simplify first, right? Uh, what's negative 2 over 5 by 5?
Um minus 10/5.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I mean, you're perfectly correct, right? That's correct. But I want you to see like a little trick you could use here. Again, you're not wrong, but there's something you should be able to see like immediately and simplify it. So we have negative 2 over 5 being multiplied by 5 over 1.
Oh, 2.
Right, 5 and the 5 are going to cancel over, aren't they?
Uh-huh. So it'll be minus 2.
Yep. Right? So minus 2 plus c. What's the next step?
We want to find for c, so we could swap it.
Right, call out the next line for me if you want to swap it.
Minus 2 plus c equals to 1. Equals to negative 1.
Right, what's the next step?
We carry the negative 2 across.
If I carry the negative 2 across, what is it going to turn?
It'll become a positive, so it'll be c equals to minus 1 plus 2.
Right, it's negative 1 plus 2.
1.
Perfect. You see that fast, boy? Nice. Right? What's the final equation of a line GH?
So y equals to minus 2/5 x plus 1.
Precise. Do you feel confident in that?
A little, sir.
A little. You're going to be seeing questions, this exact same type of question over and over and over. You need to master it. Because if you notice in the previous part, they ask you the same thing. Right? They tell you it was perpendicular, so you could have find the gradient, and they tell you it passing through P. So you had a point. It's the exact same thing. Do you want to see it using the other method now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me look at that. So, Princess, I feel like you're gonna end up using this method in the exam. So, I want to see if you remember it. Tell me, what's the formula we're gonna use?
The slope formula, right? Y open brackets y minus y1 close brackets equals m open bracket x minus x1 close bracket.
Right. What am I going to put for y1? Where's y1? So, Princess, x1 and y1?
-1.
Yes, you're correct. -1. No. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Ria, does that look correct? Be honest with me. If you side with Priscilla, say so.
Yeah.
There's a mistake there. So it says y minus, and then it says y1. What is y1?
-1. Wait,
So
open bracket again, -1 close
Oh,
bracket.
shucks.
yes, that's a mistake or else students will make. Yeah. All right. And what is m?
-2/5x.
No. M is -2/5.
Well, so, I don't know what is with me and adding the x, but
You
I
can't,
think
can't move on. You need to move on. You need to move on. Say us, come on, move on, move on.
x minus 5.
X minus 5. All right. Now we're gonna simplify, right? So you can drop the brackets, right? Was y minus -1.
+1.
Right? Again, you're going to apply the distributive property, and so you're going to multiply everything on the inside by -2/5. So what is -2/5 by x?
2/5x, -2/5x.
All right, -2/5x.
And I could simplify the 5 and 5.
Right, so what is
But
-2/5 by -5?
1
Yeah,
minus
1. No, +1.
+1.
But I'll do the work into the side here. -2/5
Oh, and it's also negative.
multiplied by negative 5 into 5 is 1. Then you end up with -2 by -1. What's -2 by -1?
+1.
No, 2.
2.
Because negative by negative is a plus, so plus, and then 2 by 1 is 2. Not 1. Right?
Oh,
So,
yes, sir.
so that's going to be +2. Okay. Are you with me so far?
Yes, sir.
I want to find for y. What shouldn't be here then?
The 1.
1. So I'm going to move across that 1. And if I move across that 1, when I
The
do,
negative.
it's going to turn to -1. So I'm going to end up with y, and y is going to be equal to -2/5x. Right? Plus 2 minus 1. Where's the last line?
-2/5x +1.
Right. Ria, which one looks easier?
For this question, the normal method.
I'll be honest, I just use this. I hardly use this. But like when I was
I
teaching,
don't know, but this one kind of looks a little easier for me. I feel like I might remember this a little more.
that's interesting. I'll tell you something. Since I started teaching, I always used to use this method, right? And then and when I keep getting students, a lot of students keep telling me, so why do you like this? So like I kind of move away from this and I start teaching this instead. Right. But I always use this one. This is like this will get you the answer immediately. You have to think out more with this one. Right. But yeah, both methods are there for you to use. And I'm not holding anything back.
Okay, so let me write down this real fast, please.
Take a screenshot because I want to finish all the questions today. Right? Take a screenshot. I'm moving with speed today. Well, I'm trying to move with speed. I don't want to move too fast.
All right, so got it. Thank you.
No problem. Ria, I want you to help me with this question. Right? So Ria, you're gonna help me with this entire question. So I'll assign Ria to this question. Ria. I spell your name wrong.
Wow.
Is R.
So no, that is my name.
I thought I had like that on top of the I.
Yeah, I always see it just put the accent, and I'm like, how come so give me?
Isn't I think it's
No,
like one of
it's
the contacts. It had like an accent or something. I don't know.
nah.
So it's just
It's
I.
just a dot. It's just an I.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know where I get that from. Right?
it's okay.
Perseus, you're gonna help me with this entire question. Uh, yeah. So Perseus, I just thinking about how to spell your name before I write it down. Um, yeah. So name was out.
Yeah, for you, yeah, you spell my name correct, and so much people can spell correct.
About it. All right. Okay, Ria, read the question.
The equation of a straight line L is given as 3x minus 4y equals 5. Write the equation of the line L in the form y equals mx plus c.
Right. So Ria, what am I gonna do here?
Um, well, I would say we do the same thing like the other one, but the y not in the place it's supposed to be.
Actually, it is, is because where is y over here? On the left hand side, on the right hand side,
I mean, like, okay, yeah, it's on the left hand side.
right?
It before the equal sign.
Right. So let me write it back, right? So we have 3x minus 4y is equal to 5. So Ria, can you tell me what the y term is on the left hand side? What is the y term on the left hand side?
4y
No, minus 4y. It's minus 4y,
minus 4y.
right? What doesn't belong here then?
The 3x.
I move that across. Now, if you want to
Right.
put it in this form, right? You think you should put it the okay, first of all, when you move across 3x, that's gonna be negative 3x or positive 3x?
It will be negative 3x.
Do you think I should put it before the 5 or after the 5?
Um, after the 5.
I tell you something, it don't matter, right? And if you want to get it in this form, do you think you should put it after the 5? Right?
Yeah, after the 5.
Which one looking more like the form?
The first one.
The first one, I beg to differ. In the form, MX has come first.
Oh,
Then
oh, I was looking at the negatives.
right?
Okay, yeah. The second one.
All right.
Second one.
So I'm gonna write back minus 4y and tell me what to write in next slide.
Minus 4y equals to 3x.
Wait, no,
No,
you can
minus
move
3x
across minus, right? Minus 3x.
plus 5.
Right, because it's positive 5. Okay. We want to find for 1y. What's the next step? Right, then we have minus 4y.
We divide by minus 4 on
Right, so
everybody.
divide everybody by minus 4. Nobody
Yeah,
again.
nobody can get away.
I was going to say the exact same thing. So the minus 4 and the minus 4 is going to cancel off.
Yep.
It's going to leave us with y. Perseus, what is negative 3 divided by negative 4?
Positive.
It will be positive, right?
3
Positive.
over
Good job,
4x.
right? And what is positive 5 over negative 4?
Negative 5 over 4.
Great. And that just like that, that's the answer. That's the answer, guys. That's it. That's it. That's it. We okay? Let me know if you're okay with that now.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Hence, anytime you see the word hence, it means that they want you to utilize what you did in the previous part. So, Ria, based on what we did in the first part, what is the gradient?
3/4 x. Or 3/4.
I like how you correct yourself. Like, give me 3/4. 3/4. Right? Okay, read part 3 for me.
The point P with coordinates R2 lies on the line 1. Determine the value of R.
Okay, before I continue, notice they say that point P lies on the line.
Mm-hmm.
If a point lies on a line, it should satisfy the equation of the line. I'll make a note about that. If a point lies on a line, it's being very naughty. It's being a snitch. Because it's lying on the line. It's a bad joke. It's a bad joke. If a point lies on a line, it would satisfy the equation of the line. So in English, what I'm saying is you could plug it in into the equation and the left-hand side is supposed to be equal to the right-hand side. That's what I say. So just plug it in. Plug the point into the equation. Right? Plug the point in into the equation. Plug the point into. I'll if my handwriting looking better today. Real, you find like if my handwriting looking better? Or like can
Look,
I
and
do
you see, like,
same way?
Yeah, I was not going to say that.
You look in the same way.
Yeah, but the same way is not bad though.
Because I got changed my Apple Pencil tip. It's a different tip.
You say
So like
you actually have like a kind of satisfying handwriting. Like I could never.
you find so?
Yeah,
Okay, thank you, thank you.
welcome.
I
that
get it.
I
Like
have
one of my coworkers, I could watch her write bills, specifically bills,
Be entertained.
all day. Like she
I
handwriting so satisfying on the bills. I don't know.
don't know. I get the vibe that you write very cursively.
Serious?
Never
No,
mind.
actually. I mean, I just vary it. I just go. Sometimes I just write cursive. Sometimes I just write singular. It depends on how I feel.
Okay. You go send me a handwriting. When I
So
get
when
on
you
the
see
phone
me
just now.
writing
I
on my
figured.
stuff like and
I figured that. You got something back again. All right.
no problem.
Let me show you how I just actually write when I'm doing my work. I'll be like, this is how I just write when I
Yes,
do.
so you're on the way to the doctor handwriting.
Yeah, anytime I revising, that's how I write. I don't write this neat. Because like I just process things sometimes fast and I write it. So I'll be like real writing fast. Like I'll probably notice that, right? Like I write something and I write the answer before I see it. You know what I'm talking about? Like I don't know why I does do that. Like I will ask Ollie a question. I will ask Ollie a question and I'll be like, try to figure this out. And like unconsciously I go write the answer. Precise. I did that with you just now. I did that with you just now.
yeah
Um,
too. So your handwriting are nice.
you don't want to see it when I on crunch time. All right.
Also, the handwriting just now look like a caveman handwriting. Perfect.
It looked like a what? A caveman.
Caveman handwriting. Yes.
I take no offense to that. Right. I think it's loose. All right. So Ria, based on what I just wrote, anything come to mind? And look at the entire question. Look at the whole question. Does anything come to mind?
Um, we could plug the R2 into the equation that we made.
Actually, you can plug it in into this one or this one. They're the same thing, right?
Yeah,
Um,
I guess, yeah.
what would you recommend using? Would you recommend using the one with fractions in it or the one without fractions in it?
No, I think we should go with the one that we.
The one that I make?
No, the ones the one that with all the fractions.
I think so as well. We should. We really should.
Yeah.
Right. So tell me, what is X and what is Y? What is X and what is Y?
R is X.
And Y is 2.
Yeah.
And we're using 3x minus 4y is equal to 5. 3x minus 4y is equal to 5. Tell me what to write next.
Um. So three brackets are.
Okay, so you see R is a letter like X.
Yeah, we don't have to put it in brackets.
No, it's like understood. Like 3R is literally 3x. Like
Okay.
if instead of R, they were saying real wicked, and they say like R plus 1, comma 2. Yeah, you know how to say 3 open bracket R plus 1. Because yeah, how to expand it. But like if it's just R like that, you don't have to put brackets.
Okay.
Otherwise, otherwise you'd see 3 open bracket X close bracket. You'd see like five open bracket Y close bracket. You'd see all of that. Right? So 3R minus 4 by what was Y?
2 and equals 5.
Right. All right. Perseus, what's minus 4 by 2? Minus 4 by
Um,
2.
-8 minus 8.
Right, you 8 with that response. You 8. Clock it, clock it. Right? Oh, you cringing behind that screen. Yeah.
That's
Well, let me continue, right? So, Perseus, what would you do next? What would you do next?
all right. We have to move across that 8.
Yeah. What are you doing over there, right? If you're trying to find for R, only R terms should be on the left-hand side. And the R term is 3R. So we have to leave that over there. Need to move across is minus 8. Minus 8 cannot be,
Positive 8 plus 8.
right?
What?
3R is equal to 5 plus 8. So 3R would be equal to what? What's 5 plus 8?
13.
13. So we have 3R is equal to 13. I want to find for 1R. What should I do next?
We have to cancel off that 3 by itself.
All right, so you're going to
And
divide.
all constant.
All right, so the cancel it off, you have to divide it by itself. So R, this is my final answer. So anytime on this C, it's talking about a point lies on the line, means I could plug that point into the equation, right? And Ria, when you think about it, and you could solve any equation if they have one unknown. Like if you're missing one thing, and you could solve it by making it the subject.
Yep.
So when you see R2, you should be thinking to yourself, okay, how could I make an equation with R in it so I could solve it? So when you plugged it in into 3x minus 4y is equal to 5, you made an equation with R in it, and then you solved it. So we understand that. Nice.
Yep.
All right, so Ria, part 2. What's in part 2? Part 4.
Find the equation of the straight line passing through the point 60, which is perpendicular to L.
Hey, getting fed up seeing this same kind of question over and over.
No, actually, it helped me retain the steps and stuff, so I don't mind.
Right, so find the equation. Now they're saying that it passing through the point 60, that's important. And they're saying that it's perpendicular to L. Now, if it's perpendicular to L, could we find the gradient of it?
Yep.
What would the gradient of it be?
-4/3.
Right, so all it is just the negative reciprocal of 3 over 4. So you said negative 4 over 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, so We have a point. The point is 6, 0. So I'm going to call that P, right? 6 comma 0. And we have the gradient. The gradient is -4 over 3. Um, tell Maria, you want to use the traditional method or you want to try using the slope point formula?
We could try the
All
slope
right.
point.
So what's the formula for that one?
Y minus y1 equals m x minus x1.
You realize that kind of looks like the original equation, right? So we have y,
Yeah.
and then we have m here, and then x. It's kind of the same thing. All right. Someone want to plug in?
Y minus 0
Yeah.
equals to minus 4 over 3 x minus 6.
Yeah, x minus 6, right? Good job. All right. What is y minus 0?
Y.
Right? So you see how we have this on the outside, we need to multiply by every single thing on the outside. I mean inside. Yeah. Yeah. And as using the distributive properties.
Yep.
What's minus 4 over 3 by x?
Minus 4 over 3x.
Right. What is minus 4 over 3 by minus 6?
Positive 24 over 3.
Yeah. I was gonna tell you, right? 3 into 3, 1, 3 into 6 is 2, minus 4 minus 2 is plus 8. But we could take it in steps. It's fine.
Oh yeah, 3 into 24 is 8.
Right? So was this method easy?
Yep.
All right, let's do it the traditional way. Perseus, are you okay with the slope point method?
Yes, sir, but then do the slope point method first. I'll do the normal way.
Okay, no problem. Let me do the normal way, right? Do the normal way fast. So, by the way, the proper name, I should tell you guys, right? You see this form here? The official name for that is the slope intercept form. All right, this is the slope intercept form. I think I can see why, right? Because Perseus, when you're given this equation, and you're given the gradient and the what? You're given the gradient and the
The y-intercept.
right. So that's why we call it the slope point form. And we call this one, I said slope point or slope intercept. I feel like I said slope point. That's why we just call this the slope intercept form, right? Because it gives us a gradient, which is the slope, and it gives us y-intercept, which is the intercept. And Perseus, we call this one the slope point form because slope means gradient and point because it had a plug in our point. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So let's use it. Let's solve it using traditional method. So the gradient is minus 4 over 3. So x plus c. What's the next step, Perseus?
I said, okay, how I do this? For the point, right? Right. So I put like for so this is what I put y equals 3/4x like plus c
Okay,
and m equals for the
wait, eh?
point,
Wait. If you say 3 over 4,
and I swap it around for to get the m2. For,
what? It's confusing now. I feel like you use ChatGPT, you know. It's so
yes,
makes
sir.
sense. But you just not tell me you only use ChatGPT for one. I don't like how, I don't like
Also,
how,
not chat, sir. I didn't use ChatGPT. What I did, as you see the equation they give us when we had to find the midpoint, I think.
okay, no. The midpoint, no way here. Isn't
Not,
like
I forget what it is called. So I literally just flipped 3/4
oh wait,
to
wait, wait.
negative. over 3.
You're saying the correct thing, eh? You're saying the correct thing. It's just that how you're saying it sounding a bit suspicious, but okay, I understand. You're saying, so basically what it is, since it's perpendicular, right? The gradient will be the negative reciprocal of 3 over 4. So negative 4 over 3. Yeah. Yeah, you're fine, you're fine. That's what you did, right?
Yes, sir, that's what I did.
Okay, and tell me, what was the point they gave us?
6 comma 0.
So what is y then? How would y be?
Y is 0 and X is 6.
Right, so we're going to say 0 is equal to minus 4 over 3, and x is 6, so put in as 6. What's the next step? What's minus 4 over 3 by 6?
24 over 3.
And then you correct yourself. It said,
Positive.
no, yes, it said positive 24 over 3, but it's minus 4 over 3 by 6. It's a negative by a positive. What's a negative by a
Oh,
positive?
negative, sir.
Right, so negative. All right. And again, guys, sure, like, okay, precise, nothing is wrong with saying minus 24 over 3, right? But look at this. 3 into 3 is 1. 3 into 6 is 2. Minus 4 by 2 is it's minus 4 by 2.
Negative 8.
Yeah, and you can get the answer one time. Right, Perseus, what's the next step? What would you do next?
All right, so that's 0. That O, that, well, that is nothing. So that C had to go. All right, so wait a minute.
Real, Perseus, song analysis special sense.
Sir, oh no, I'm watching how I did it. They work in here. There's a watching the one I sent for you, sir. I don't know if my Wi-Fi give troubles, but
I'm joking. I'm joking.
what?
Let me show you how to properly do it, right? The working you have is on the proper way. Let me show you. All right, so Perseus, we want to try, we trying to find for what here? What are we trying to find for here?
The C, sir.
We are trying to find for C. If you're trying to find for something, what you're trying to find for is usually on the left-hand side or the right-hand side.
It's usually on the left-hand side.
Right. Where is it right now?
On the right-hand side.
So this is what you could do, right? Anytime the unknown is on your right-hand side, what you could do is you could switch it around. That's completely fine. You could switch that around. Or you could just move across the minus 8. That would turn to 8 is equal to C, and you just switch it around. So I want to show you both methods.
Like that's zero. Because that zero time, yeah. Even though it means nothing, but I think me and that zero have problems.
Okay, watch. Wait, that proceeds. I'll show you this method first, right? We're just gonna switch. If you flip both sides, what is the left hand side gonna become?
Positively.
No. Okay, I don't think I should show you that method. I'll just show you this one. You see how we have negative 8 here?
Yes, sir.
You think negative 8 should be where the C is?
No, sir.
No. So we should probably move the negative 8 across. If I move negative 8 across by the 0, right? I'll include the 0, right? So not confusing. It'll become 0. And if you move across, negative 8 is going to turn to what?
To positively.
All right. And that will be equal to?
To C.
All right. What is 0 plus 8?
8.
8. So 8 is equal to C. All right. From here, you could just flip it around, right? C would be equal to?
To 8.
Yeah, that's it. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Right, you will help me with more questions. I need you to understand the algebra because it's some of the algebra will give you trouble. Right?
And that's your need to disappear.
Huh?
You need to just disappear.
Well, zero means nothing, Like I could have just like I didn't even have to put zero over here. Like I could have just write eight. Like because zero means it had nothing on this side. If you just put in zero to represent it had nothing there. So when I move this across, I could have literally just write 8 is equal to C. But I don't want to confuse it, so I put on all the work in. It should be told in the exam, right? In the exam, you could just write it like this. And it could just jump straight into C is equal to 8. You could just do that. But I just showing like everything so I wouldn't confuse you. Right? Okay, let's move on.
Okay. You-
Right. So Proceus, help me with this one. Give me the question I read.
Alright, the graph below shows two straight lines, L1 and L2. L1 intercepts the x and y axis at 4, 0 and 0, 2. Respectively, L2 intercepts the x and y axis at 1.5, 0 and 0, -3, respectively.
Ria, I hope you're doing the question in the meantime. Huh? So don't waste no time. If you could do the question while we talking here, do the question. All right? Because you have the skills. You should be able to handle anything now. Ria?
Yes, sir. I'll try my best.
All right. All right. So Proceus, the first thing they want us to do is to do what?
Determine the equation of the line L1.
Okay. They give us a graph. Anytime they give you a graph, how are you gonna find the gradient?
2 points.
Right? 2 points, and you're using one formula.
Um, 4, 0
No,
and oh,
that's not what I mean. I'm talking about the formula you had to use. You
M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1.
nice. Nice. And look, they're so generous. They even gave us 2 points already. Check it out. They're saying L1 passes through the x-axis at 4, 0. And they're saying it passes through the y-axis at 0, 2. Let's look on the graph to see if that's true. So Perseus, this is L1 here. This is L1. It cuts
Yes,
in
sir.
the y-axis at 2, right? So the point will be what? What would the point be for that?
0, 2.
Right? I don't know if you know about our anime character 0, 2. You know
I
who
do.
that?
I have heard of her, but I don't watch anime.
Okay. And where does the line cut the x-axis? Well, right here. Could you read off that point for me?
4, 0.
4, 0. Nice.
But I know when I send you a lot of points.
I like that. Like, no, that was good to see. That means they could identify a bunch of points, which is great. I'm very happy that you did that. Right? Which one did you call x1 and which one did you call x2?
For x1, I put 0, 4 for point 1 and for point 2, 0, 2.
All right, so let's switch it up this time, right? So you said that just check your working. So you had say point one was 4, 0. So let me switch out. Let me call this point one, right? And we know that the gradient formula is y2 minus, yeah, y2 minus y1, change in y first, right, over x2.
Yes, sir.
And you know what change now, you know what change means now, right? Just like the bigger one, but not all the time the bigger one minus the smaller one. It is the final point, the second point minus the first point to find the change between the 2 points. Yeah. So change in y over change in x. So yes, if this is how we labeled our points, some of what I'm going to plug in. What is y2?
2,
Right? What is y1?
0,
Right? What is x2?
x2, 0,
What is x1?
and 4.
Right? Okay. What is 2 minus 0?
2,
Right? What is 0 minus 4?
-4,
What is a positive divided by a negative?
negative,
What is 2 over 4? I can simplify to what? What could go into both 2 and 4?
5 a half, negative a half,
Right? Because 2 could go into 2 how much times?
once,
And 2 could go into 4 how much times?
to go into to 4, 2 times.
Right? So negative a half. Right? Another way to
Yes,
think
sir.
about it, right? It's like this is a logical way. Isn't 2 just a half of 4?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so if 2 is a half of 4, then that fraction will boil down to a half. That's simple. Yeah. And so that's the gradient of L1. Um, do we need to find the y-intercept, or do we have the y-intercept from the graph?
We have the y-intercept from the graph.
Right. So I could just write my final answer here now. So it would be y is equal to minus a half x, and the y-intercept was,
2.
right? So I'll say y is equal to minus a half x plus 2. Great. 3 marks. Nice 3 marks, boy. Nice 3 marks. That's our easy 3 marks. Okay.
Answer said, why did you do all that work in order to give you the intercept, right?
Yeah, because you see what I mean, right? They give you the y-intercept. Like this is the y-intercept, and this is the x-intercept.
I think I did it because I didn't want to overthink.
It,
I didn't want to overthink my answer. Yeah.
but by doing that, you overthink it though. Because I mean, you give it to you, that they give you the y-intercept, so you can really tough. It's not like you overthink it. I mean, that's at least that's what I think, yeah, because like they give it here. Maybe you was thinking like, nah, that can't be that easy. And like you do all that working. Yeah. Right. So this is literally it. That's it. Ria, are you okay with this question?
Yes, sir.
Easy, right?
Yep.
Okay, good. Um, Perseus, I see you wrote something about M1 is equal to negative a half, which is true. But then I see you write M2 is equal to positive a half. What is it about? Explain that to me.
So, I don't know what went on there. I think I was getting a headache with this question, and I don't know. I do some kind of madness with this question. So,
Okay. You see how it was easy now? Oh, yeah,
but
still
I still
figuring
can't answer.
yeah, but I know this isn't getting the answer by doing a bunch of sketch stuff. I'm trying to figure out the order to the madness, right? But what I think he was trying to do is, I think he was trying to find the gradient at 2,
Yes, sir.
knowing that they was perpendicular, right? Okay. If L1, let me just say they are perpendicular, right? Let me just say they are perpendicular. If the gradient at line 1 is negative a half, what the other gradient should I be then?
Positive.
So first things first, you change the sign, right? And then you do what? That's what F.
Oh, I was supposed to flip it.
Yes. Change sign and flip. That is what negative reciprocal means. Anytime you hear me say negative reciprocal, that means change sign and flip. So that negative a half wants into what?
The positive. Uh-huh.
No, positive 2.
Positive.
Because you would flip it. If you flip a half, what would I
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
if you flip a half, tell me, what would that turn to?
Exactly, so it's a two, so yeah.
Right, 2 over 1, which is 2. So that is what I think he was trying to do. All right. What is the gradient of line 2 given that L1 and L2 are perpendicular? Right? Anytime you see the word perpendicular, it means that the gradients are the negative reciprocal of each other. Right? So we know that M1 was equal to negative a half, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So M2,
Um,
actually another statement, M2 would be the negative reciprocal of M1. So M2 would be what?
plus two, so positive two.
Yeah. So you would say M is equal to 2. That's it. And if you feel like that was like way too little bit for that, you could have said, since the lines are perpendicular, then the gradients, the gradients, the gradients of line 2 would be the negative reciprocal of the gradient for L1. But truth be told, guys, you don't have to put all that. Say M is equal to 2 is enough. You see, this is a 1 mark question. Yeah, that just means state the answer. Move on. And if all it was like real fancy, you could use this. You could say M1 by M2 is equal to negative 1. Serena, I feel like you might pull a stunt like this, right? It's not really a stunt. It's not that hard, right? I just kind of oversimplified for with this. But this is the actual relationship. M1 by M2 is equal to minus 1. All right, so this is heavily optional. This is optional, right? And if we know M1 is negative a half, right? So it would be negative a half by M2, right? Then you would divide both sides by negative a half to find for M2. Now, if I divide in by negative a half, process dividing by negative a half come like multiplying by what? Remember how to go from division to multiplication?
Flip the signs.
And flipping the signs, you're flipping the fraction,
Oh yeah, the fractions.
right? So dividing by negative a half is the same thing as multiplying. Well, wait, take a second. This supposed to be minus 1. Yeah. Dividing by negative a half is the same thing as multiplying by negative what? So you tell me flip the fraction. That was correct. So what would I do with the half?
Flip it, that would just be two,
Right, 2 over 1.
negative two over one.
Right? So if that is the case, that would just be negative 1 by negative 2. Is negative 1 by negative 2.
Positive two.
Yep. This is a working. I tell you, like guys, or you could just put the answer on I'll get like 1 mark. Yeah. Right?
So I just use the points for the given for L2.
You could do that, but like these are 1 mark question. They're not testing you that much. They're not. They just like this is all the way to recognize. Because why do you think they would mention L1? They literally said that L1 and L2 are perpendicular. So they want you to use the answer from the previous question in this one. So just flip and change the sign for the gradients for line 1. That's all. So M is equal to 2000. Ria, do you think you're like on full marks up to this point? Like, did I get everything correct?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Right, process. Oh, that was it for this one. All right, we're gonna alternate then. Yeah, so Ria, back to you. All right, so Ria, write down the coordinates of the point where the line y is equal to 3 minus a half x crosses the x-axis. Now, Ria, if it crosses the x-axis, we know that the y value is going to be equal to,
0.
right? So I could then plug that into this to find for what?
X.
Great. So I'll say 0 is equal to 3 minus a half x. What's the next step?
Flip it.
So if I flip it, what was I gonna wait. Do it for me and send it to me, right? Perseus has trouble with this. I'm gonna test Perseus. Perseus, how would I find for x here? Perseus, don't use no AI and saying text. Like just a way to unmute and just give it a shot. Give it a valid shot.
Um,
If you don't have any idea, tell me. Do like beat around the bush. Be 100%
I'm
transparent.
confused actually.
Okay, what confusion here?
I think it's how like mine just in scribbles because 0 equals 3 minus a half x.
Okay, is it that you're confused about how I get 0?
No, sir.
Don't be shame about anything. Tell me. Once
No,
again,
sir.
questions. Crossing the x-axis, that means x what? That means the x what? X.
Intercept, which is 0. Or is it
Mm,
a half?
wait, at the x-intercept, y, the y value is 0. Oh, remember that. Remember that. At the x-intercept, the y value is 0. Let me show you what I'm talking about. For this line, let's look at the x-intercept. This is where it cut the x-axis. What was the y value?
Y value is 0.
Right. Watch. Like, look at this example. If this is the x-intercept, somebody point.
So which one, sir? Oh, so that would be 4. I mean, oh, 2.
2
2,
comma.
0,
Right.
0.
So what I'm saying is at the x-intercept, y is always 0. So we can say y is equal to 0. And if y is 0, I'm just going to replace y with 0. Right? And from here, we need to find for x. So Perseus, if we want to find for x, right? The thing is, okay, I need to understand where I'm losing it. So like if I were to write this, would I confuse you? Be honest with me. So if I wrote 3 minus a half x is equal to 0, be honest with me, would I confuse you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what about that confusion here?
I think maybe have it on the left-hand side.
All right, if I write, check this, right? If I were to write 7 is equal to 1 plus 6, and then I write 1 plus 6 is equal to 7, are these two the same thing? or are they different?
Yeah, same.
It's the same thing. It's the same concept over here. It's the same concept over here, right? The thing is, when you're trying to find for something, right, where does it usually be? If you're trying to find for something, where does it usually be? On the left-hand side or the right-hand side?
This will be on the left-hand side.
Yeah, that's why I just tell all to do this step. Because maybe it might be easier for you to see. But I don't know, this method sounds like it's confusing you. So I'm gonna show you another method, right? Right. So for say another way to think about it is if you're trying to find for something, no matter where it is, it should be the only thing on that side. So for say where's x in this equation? Where's x?
A half, negative a half.
Right. And it's
On
on
the
your
right.
it's on your right. Okay. If it's on your right and you want to leave it on your right, sure. But if it's on your right, it should be the only thing on your right. So what doesn't belong here?
E3.
Right, so you can move across the tree. What am I gonna write in the next line? I move across the tree.
This would be negative 3
Right?
plus 0 equals a half.
Okay.
X.
What you say isn't wrong, right? But I would have like you see what I'm telling you, right? That zero means nothing. So it's optional. Like you could write 0 minus 3. But you don't have to. Like if it have 0 there, you just leave out the 0. So that'll just be minus 3. But I'll put it full working for you, right? If you move across a minus 3, it'd be 0 minus 3. Or it could be minus 3 plus 0. Either one is correct, right? So 0 minus 3. So precise. I take that 3 and I move it across. So it turns to minus 3. You with me so far?
Yes, sir.
And that would be equal to minus a half x. What is 0 minus 3?
Negative 3.
Right, that's what I was telling you. You can figure out the 0. Just move it across and put minus 3. Yeah. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Like I said, a 0, you can think of 0 as nothing. So like there's nothing on this side. So by you moving across the 3, then it will turn to minus 3 on that side. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Just think of 0 as nothing.
exactly. So there was nothing on this side, but you know what you do? You move across 3. So now it have minus 3 on that side. Right? But I say, like I said, I'll leave the full working fair. So I put minus 3, and that'll be equal to minus a half x. Okay. All right. Okay. So now for sales.
You
I
have to
need
cancel the 3.
no. We're trying to find for x. Trying to find for x. You see the thing, right, Perseus? That is why I would tell you guys to switch the order at the start. That's why I would tell you to say 3 minus a half x is equal to 0. Because you just now tell me trying to cancel off the 3. I think it's because you're so accustomed seeing the unknown on the left-hand side. Like I'm finding an example. Like this. You're so accustomed seeing the unknown on the left-hand side, you just divide one time. Like that's in your head. You need to divide one time.
Yes, sir.
But in this question, if I'm doing it like this, where's x? Is x on
X
the
is on the
left-hand
right.
side? Right.
Yes, on the right.
Right.
So you'll have to switch it across.
You can switch it across. As nothing is wrong with that. You can switch it across, right? If I do switch it across, what is it gonna become?
Positive a half.
No. If you're switching across things, if you are okay, so process. If you're moving one thing across, the sign will change. If you are just switching this with this, the sign will not change because you're just swapping. You just become like an exchange in the left hand side with the right hand side. I feel like I'm confusing here. Let me look at a simple example. If I said 4 plus 1 is equal to 5, right? Would I say negative 5 is equal to negative 4 plus 1? Wait, so give me a second. You're probably not seeing the script. Okay, it should be seeing the screen now. Yeah, if I say 4 plus 1 is equal to 5, is it right for me to say negative 5 is equal to negative 4 plus 1? Is it right for me to change the sign? The answer is no. Because Perseus, 4 plus 1 is equal to 5, and we know that.
Yes, sir.
So if 4 plus 1 is equal to 5, wouldn't 5 also be equal to 4 plus 1?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I want you to understand what we did here. This is the left-hand side, and this is the right-hand side. In this line, didn't we just swap the left-hand side with the right-hand side?
Yes, sir.
Right, so now 5 was the right-hand side before, but now it's the left-hand side. 4 plus 1 was the left-hand side before, but now it's the right-hand side. Did you see me change any signs?
No, sir.
No, because all I did was I just exchanged the sides. That's all I did. I didn't move across anything in the literal sense. All I did was I just swapped the sides. That's what I did. Like, okay, if you wanted to move across one, then you would change the sign because you're moving across that one. But if you just switching the sides, you're not going to change any sign. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
So like over here, minus 3 is on the left-hand side and minus a half x is on the right-hand side. So all you're going to do is you're going to switch the order. So if you switch the order, what is it going to be?
Negative a half x equals negative 3.
Right, negative a half x is equal to negative 3. This should be looking a lot more familiar now. So all I need to do on both sides now to find for 1x.
Cancel it off.
Right. Now don't just say cancel off. Cancel off means that I'm going to divide both sides by.
A half, negative a half.
Right. So I'm going to put it in brackets, right? I'm going to divide both sides by negative a half. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes, sir.
Nice. So if I divide this side by minus a half, they're going to cancel off. And that's just going to leave me with x. On the other side now, remind me, Perseus, if we are dividing by negative a half, that's the same thing as multiplying by. When you go,
I
when
2.
you go, exactly, when you're going from division to multiplication, you just flip the fraction. It said 2, which is not entirely correct. So it's been negative 2, right?
Oh,
Yeah, because you're keeping the sign, right? But all you're doing is you're flipping the fraction. So if you flip a half, that'll be 2 over 1, which is 2. So again, I'll leave the full work and I'll leave nothing uncovered. So you'll know exactly what to do. So we end up with minus 3 by minus 2. What is minus 3 by minus 2?
positive 6.
Right, so that's our answer. X is equal to 6. That's not the full answer though, because they want the coordinates. So our coordinates will be the x value first, then the y value. What is the x value?
The x value is 6 and the y value is 0.
Right. Ria, you need a Casio calculator to solve the equation for you. Did you know that? Oh, wait, you don't have a Casio.
Nope.
I'm serious, you don't have a Casio.
Again, in town next month. The middle of next month.
Okay, well, guys, here there's like the Casio. You could literally plug this exactly where you're seeing it. You can see the 0 is equal to 3 minus half x, and it's going to tell you x is equal to 6. It's crazy.
So this calculator could just do my exam for me.
It literally could. It literally could. Most of it. It could pass marks with just the Casio. And obviously, you have to put it working, right? Otherwise, you're going to lose a lot of marks. But It's really insane. All right, next one. Now, for the next part, you don't need to do any work in. You literally don't. You do not.
It will just be 3, sir.
No, it won't be 3. Take your time, Perseus. All right, Perseus,
Okay.
remind me. What is the equation of a line? Remind me, what is the equation of a line? Perseus? Perseus. Are you
Some brain got blank. So sorry.
okay, Ria? Tell Perseus what's the equation of a
E
line.
M equals y2 minus y1.
No, the equation of a line is y is equal mx plus c.
Oh, what is this? Get mixed up with those two.
This is the equation of a line. Scorch it into your brain. Don't forget it. Like y is equal mx plus c. Now they gave us the equation that they gave us is very close to that. They said y is equal to 3 minus a half x. It's not quite in the form. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to move across anything, right? I'm just going to switch terms on the same side. You'll see what I mean, right? So instead of writing the 3 here, I'm going to put the minus a half first. So minus a half x. And I'm going to put the positive 3 over here. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, well, Priscilla, if you had until you tell me 3 at the start.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was correct. But did you know that you had to do this?
Wait, I had to do all that for 1 mark?
No, no, no. You don't have to do all of this. Like if you can see that this is C, you should be fine. But I want you to understand what you're doing though. I know just wait, just like see that's the answer and you don't know why that's the answer.
Oh, because so the way how they have the equation up there, right? I was just seeing the 3 divided the rest of the y-intercept as 3.
Right? Because the y-intercept is the constant, is the number, right? And like minus a half x is the mx term, and this will be the c term.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. That is how I was seeing it because I just flip it around my head.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So when you flip it around, it'll be minus a half x plus 3. So the the coordinates will be what then?
0, comma 3. Well, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Great. Page 22. What I'm talking about page 22. I'm not seeing a grid that they're talking about, but let me show you how you would draw this, right? To draw this is actually really simple. All you're gonna do, right? So I'm gonna just draw a sketch. Reminder, guys, if you want to draw a line, how much points you need? How much points do you need to draw a line?
2 points, sir.
You need 2 points. Do we have 2 points?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we have 6, 0. Like we can say that this is 6, so 6, 0 will be over here. This is 6, 0. And then you would have 0, 3. 0, 3 would be like right here. 3 is 0, comma 3. So all you're gonna do is literally it. You're just gonna connect. You can take a ruler, line it up along those 2 points, and just draw a line. That's it. Just like that. That's it. That's it, guys. And that's why it's 1 mark. All right. E. Using your graph, determine determine the solution to the equations. Okay, I really need the graph. Let me get the graph because you all may not know how to do this. I highly doubt that.
No, sir, I don't get lost, sorry.
All right. Ria, you remember how I said anytime you have 2 lines or like 2 equations is like simultaneous equations and you're looking for intersection? You remember like when I said, the solution would be like the point where they intersect? And you remember anything about that?
Yeah.
Like, okay,
I-
what? I'll jog your memory. There's this. Bring back any memories? Yeah or no?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Anytime they ask you for the solution and they give you two graphs, you're looking for the point of intersection. That's what you're looking for, right? So I'll make a note about that. Anytime you are given two equations, look for the points of intersection. This will be the solution. Right, so this is January 2022. Let me just get the January 2022 paper. Well, this is like a multi-step question. Okay, let me do the full question then. Right, so I like can't say we didn't do functions because we did do functions, and so I remember we doing functions. Guys, Ria, I remember functions on
Oh.
you forget functions.
No. I mean, it's not really at the front of my head, but like I think I could try to manage.
Okay. I can't stress practice enough because you're going to learn work and you're gonna feel confident and you're gonna forget and it's gonna be back to square one. You're not gonna remember anything. You're gonna be lost. So let me run through this question. So if you recall, when you're trying to do a functions question, you're you're putting something into the function and that will be the output. So you're putting something in, you're doing something to
Oh,
it, and then you get to the output. So in this question, if they want me to find f of x for x being 0, all that means is anywhere that I see x, instead of writing x, I'm gonna write 0.
no. Yeah.
So that'll be f of 0, and f of 0 will be 3 plus 5 by 0 minus 0 squared. What would that be equal to?
Um.
5 by 0 is 0, 0 squared is 0, just
So
3.
it's 3.
That's just 3,
Wow.
right? What about when x is equal to 1?
8.
Let's see. So f of 1, that would be 3 plus 5 by 1 minus 1 squared. So 3, 5 by 1 is 5, then minus 1 squared is minus 1. 3 plus 5 is 8, 8 minus 1 is 7.
Oh. All right. I forget the last part. My bad.
So okay. Right, Perseus, how would I figure out f of 4? How would I find f of 4?
Um, 3 plus 4 open bracket
No.
1. Oh,
What's the function? Tell me, Perseus, what's the function?
3
Because
plus 5x. Oh, so, oh, my bad, my bad. 5 open bracket, 4 close bracket.
Hmm?
minus open bracket 4 squared close bracket.
All right. Um, what is 5 by 4?
5 fours are 20.
Is it 20? uh,
Minus 16.
right, minus 16. All right, where's 3 plus 20?
23.
All right, where's 23 minus 16?
7.
All right, so this is going to be 7. And how would I find f of 6? F of
3
6.
plus 5 open bracket 6 minus 6 squared.
So you see, you didn't have up a brackets over here. Only if the number is negative, you need to put brackets.
Okay.
So you don't need to put brackets over there. You can just put 4 squared. If it was like negative 4 though, yeah, say negative open bracket, negative 4 close bracket squared. Because remember, you need to put brackets for negative numbers. All right.
So it will be equal 3 plus 30 minus 36.
What is 3 plus 30?
33.
What is 30 minus 36?
Negative 3.
Negative. Wait, remember, I'll mix up something. So we had add 3 and 30, so that's 33. So we have 33 minus 36, which is minus 3. Yeah. Great. So functions is very easy. Is everybody okay with this, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. This graph is very wonky. So I'm going to just put in a graph here. Right. Okay, so the first point, Priscilla, do you remember how to come up with the points from the table?
No, sir, but I could try.
Okay, just remember another another way to write f of x is y. F of x means y. Right? So figure it out.
So it will be negative 1, comma, negative 3,
Right?
close bracket. And it will be 0, comma, 3. And it will be 1, comma, 7. 2, comma, 9. 3, comma, 9. 4, comma, 7. 5, comma, 3. And 6, comma, negative 3.
Right. So let's just put on those points first. So minus 1 minus 3, that'll be like over here. Right? And we have 0, 3. 0, 3 will be over here. And then we have 1, 7. 1, 7 be right here. 2, 9. 2, 9 will be like right here. Then we have 3, 9. 3, 9 will be like right here. Then we have 4, 4, 7. 4, 7 would be like right here. I feel like I make a mistake. It's 0, 3, 1, 7, 2, 9, 3, 9. Yeah, why did I give 0, 3? Yeah, I make a mistake. 0, 3 would be over here. So I want to know, that's weird. Right, 0, 3 would be over there. Yeah. And 4, 7, we have 4, 7, 5, 3. 5, 3 would be right here. And 6 minus 3. 6 minus 3 would be right here.
So it's like a U.
Yeah, it's a quadratic curve. That's what it is. As you proper name for it. It's a
Okay, so
quadratic. I need to draw that better. So 5, 3. All right. So now we're just going to connect everything, right? It's not going to connect perfectly. Damn. That's sad. It's really sad. I'll have to try to figure out something. Let me see if I can draw this by hand. Damn it. Oh, that is the closest I might get to know. Just stress them out. I'll get it somehow. Okay. Sorry to say this, guys, but I got to draw it by like freehand in the exam. Eh? Okay, we'll work with that, right? Everybody okay with this with this part? Ria, you okay with that?
Yes, sir.
I Priscilla, you okay with that, right?
yes, sir.
All right, so the next part. Okay, so they said the next part was write down the equation of the axis of symmetry. All right, so we didn't do quadratics yet, right? But this is an easy question. So, Ria, when you hear of axis of symmetry, let me carry you back to SCA days, right? What would be the
What?
axis of symmetry for that for this shape? Like if I draw a perfect moon, what would the axis of symmetry of that for that be?
Like right in the middle.
So yes, do you know why she said the middle for the axis of symmetry?
Is it because of the U-turn?
No, it's because if I put the axis of symmetry here, it would cut the shape into like the mirror reflection.
Or like in half?
Yeah. Like imagine so precise, imagine you take a mirror and you put the mirror over here, right? Um, this is where you would see the mirror. Let me get another example. What about heart? Where do you think the line of symmetry for that would be?
In the middle, sir?
Right here. Yeah. What about this shape though?
In the middle?
Over here?
Yes, sir.
Is that the only solution?
No, sir. It's about another solution. I could cut it.
Like
Yes,
that?
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the line of symmetry just cuts a shape in like two perfect halves that are the mirror image that are the mirror images of each other. So Perseus, if you look at this, right? Look at this. Um, what do you think? Where do you think the axis of symmetry should be?
Saying all honesty, I think it is between 2 and 3.
Yeah, I would say so as well. I would say so as well. Right? So this is the answer. Right? And that line, Perseus, if it looked like it cuts in right in the middle, right? What's in between 2 and 3? But I'll be 2.1.
2.5?
Yeah, I'll be 2.5, right? So, and to write the equation, it's very simple. So Perseus, that line is passing through what axis?
The x-axis.
Right. So it's passing through 2.5 on the x-axis. So you would just simply say x is equal to 2.5. That's it. X is equal to 2.5. That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's literally it. So x is equal to 2.5. That's the answer for this question.
So this is January or June?
It's January.
Oh, okay, so because I remember for June, another question kind of similar to this one, I just leave out the whole page.
Wow. Now you see, it's not that bad. Now you see that is really not that bad. Right?
No, sir.
Right. Then part two, state the maximum value of the function. So they want to know how high the function going up to it. How high is it going up to? Like if I look at this graph, what's the biggest value going up to?
9?
Yeah, 9. That's the answer. Well, it's not actually
Well,
9. Or like 9.5. Like we do a sketch. We do a really poor sketch here. It's a very, very bad sketch we did. So like we can't say for certain. It looks like 9.5. Obviously, in the exam, you'll do a much better sketch. I hope. Right? Let's see exactly what it would look like. Let's actually sketch it. If you actually do it, right? So say y, you'll say y is equal to 3 plus 5x minus x squared. You'll see that's, yeah, no, that's not 9. That's looking like 9.25. Yeah, let me just verify that. If I say y is equal to 9.5, yeah, so Perseus, you see like the graph doesn't go up to 9.5. See now?
yes, sir.
But if I put 9.25, does the graph go up to 9.25?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so 9.25 is the answer. Right, and on to the part that we were doing, right? So we had figured out the x-intercept, we had figured out the y-intercept, and they wanted us to draw the line for y is equal to 3 minus a half x. Right, so to draw the line, you'd just use 0, 3, and 6, 0. Right, 0, 3, and 6, 0. Right, so 0, 3 will be right here, and 6, 0 will be right here. And if you draw those, and if you draw a line for that, use a different color. Yeah. Perseus, if I draw the line for that, can you tell me where both of the graphs are intersecting? Are they intersecting at a common point?
Um, uh, yes, sir.
What's that point that they intersecting at?
At positive 3 dy.
Okay, so tell me the point for that then. Tell me the point. Point.
0, 3. 0,
Yes.
3.
Ria, do you understand? Ria? Ria, are you with us?
Hi, sir.
Are you there?
Sorry, yeah, I went to get water. Sorry.
Oh, so you miss out a little piece.
Oh, oh.
Miss out a little. And what was the last thing you remember? Ria?
Sorry, sir.
What was the last thing you remember? Like I was doing.
I know. I think it was on this.
All right, so you understand how we get the graph?
Yeah,
Yeah. You
and
remember in
then we
our
do the axis of symmetry.
right? And then we do the maximum. So now we can move on to the part that we didn't do yet. So remember how they wanted us to draw the line? So to draw the line, I put on the y-intercept and the x-intercept and I connect it. So you're okay with that, right?
Yes, sir.
And then they asked us, using the graph, determine the solution. Now I'm saying that the solution is always the intersection, the point of intersection. Where are you seeing the two graphs intersecting?
Um,
So this is the curve and this is the line. Where are
okay.
they intersecting?
0, 3.
Right. Let me do the actual graph. I'm gonna do the x, like the very accurate one. Y is equal to 3 minus 0.5 x. Right, so this is the actual graph, right? So Ria, how much times are you seeing the graph intersect?
Twice.
Twice, right? We have a nice
Yeah,
answer here, 0, 3. See now?
yeah.
So that's one solution. X is equal to 0 and y is equal to 3. That's one solution. There's another solution though, and that would be 5.5, comma 0.25. This would be equal to 5.5 and y would be equal to 0.25. And you should be able to read it off from the graph. So this is one of your answers right here. And this is your other answer right here. Do you understand the question now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this was 5.5 and 0.25. And let me show you something interesting, right? Ria, check this. If I plug 0 and 3 into this, what we're gonna get, right? So we know y is 3. So I'm gonna write 3 plus 5, x is 0 by 0 squared. What would the right hand side work out to Ria?
3.
Is 3 equal to 3?
Yeah.
Right? Satisfy that equation. Let's see if it satisfy the other equation. So y is 3. So 3 minus a half, x is 0. It's 3 minus a half by 0.
Um, 3.
Yeah, it's minus a half by 0 is 0. 3 minus 0 is 0. So it's 3
Yeah.
equals 3. Yeah, 3 is equal to 3, so it satisfied both equations. And you could do with this as well, it would work, right? Um, Check this out. So watch this right here. The other answer was x is 5.5 and y is 0.25. Yeah,
Yeah.
so let me plug it into the top equation, the top one. So we know y is 0.25. This is 0.25, right? 0.25. So if I put x is 5.5 into this side, I'm supposed to get 0.25. I'm supposed to, let's see, 3 plus 5 by 5.5, right? Minus 5.5 squared. What do we get?
0.25.
Right. So it satisfies I, and will satisfy the other one, right? But in the interest of time, I wouldn't show that, but it will. All right. Ria, can I trust you to do the rest of the questions by yourself?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, we still have some time. Like those who do only Form 4 classes, like all they could leave. But I think everybody here doing Form 5 as well. So like all they could stay and we could continue. Right. So the diagram below represents the graph of a straight line which passes through the point P and Q. They want us to state the coordinates of P and Q. This should be very simple. Ria, tell me fast. What's the point for P?
30.
No, 0, 3.
03, sorry.
Because
03.
you didn't move left or right, so the horizontal movement is 0. But you did move
Okay.
3 up. So you move 3 up on the y-axis. So 3 for y.
Yeah.
What about for that point?
-20.
Right. Right. Determine the gradient of the line segment PQ. Right? Precise. No, no. The marks, Ria, let's not trouble with this. Ria, how would I find the gradient given a graph?
M equals the y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1.
Right? Which one do you want to call x1? The first point. Which one do you want to call the second point?
Call the second point, the first one. So Q could be the, yeah.
Right? So then we're going to say 0, 0 minus y1, 0 minus 3. X2 is minus 2, minus x1. X1 is 0. What is 0 minus 3?
-3.
What is minus 2? That's 0.
-2.
What is minus 3 divided by minus 2?
-3 over, no, 3 over 2.
Right. Right. Now they want us to find the equation. Perseus, you want to help me with this one? How would I find the equation now?
Guys, y equals mx plus c.
So that's the equation. Yeah, y is equal to mx plus c. Do we have a gradient?
Yes,
What's the gradient?
3 over 2.
Right. So what am I going to write next? What am I going to write here?
3 over y equals 3 over 2 plus 2x.
Wait, take your time. Be very careful. So, Perseus, we know that m is a gradient, and we know that the gradient is 3 over 2. So I'm going to replace m with 3 over 2. You okay, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to write back x. Do we know what c is?
No, sir.
You sure? Are you sure?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is c?
3.
Yeah. So y is equal to 3 over 2x plus 3. That's it. If they did not give you the y-intercept, and instead they give you a point on the line, you know how to handle that?
I think so, so.
Okay, so here what I'm saying, right? You have the gradient and you have a point on the line. What can you do to find the equation?
We plug the point in the equation.
Say that again.
We plug the point into the equation.
Right, you plug the point and you find for C. Or you could just use the slope point formula and get the answer one time. Nice, you remember. Good. All right. Let's say yourself, let's see one time.
The point of all right. So now you have to determine the value of t.
Right. Now let's observe something, right? Process. I want you to read this from read that from
The point negative 8, comma t lies on the line segment PQ. Determine the value of t.
okay, they're saying that it what? What is saying about the point?
They're saying that it lies on the segment PQ.
Right. What did I say about points that line on a line?
Um,
I'll pull it up on the screen, right there.
it would be to satisfy the equation of the line.
Right. If a point is on the line, it would satisfy the equation. And what I'm saying is you should probably plug the point into the equation. Right? So tell me, what's my next move? What should my next move be?
Hmm.
So I'm telling you, anytime the point lying on the line, you should probably plug it into the equation.
So it would be y equals 3 over 2x plus 3 and down. It will be 3.5 open bracket negative 8 plus 3.
All right. Take your time. So you said that part correctly. So x would be minus 8 and what would y be? Upstairs?
Y, yes, y is t.
Yeah, y is t. So we're going to replace y with t. So t is going to be equal to 3 over 2. We know x is minus 8 plus 3. Right. What to do here?
Well, I know 2 could go into 8, 2 could go into negative 8. 4, like, it will be negative 4,
Right, be negative 4. So 3 by negative 4 is?
negative 12 plus 3,
Right, what's negative 12 plus 3?
negative 9.
Yep, negative 9 indeed. Right? That's it?
That's it.
Yeah. All right. Last one. Read that for me.
The line segment AB is perpendicular to PQ and passes through 6, comma 2. Determine the equation of AB in the form y equals mx plus c.
We do real questions like this. Tell me exactly what to do. Tell me. I want you to, I don't want you to be quiet. Talk to me. Talk to me. Like, tell me what you're thinking to do.
So it would use hmm,
Wait, Ria, you think you know how to answer this question?
Um, we had to find the gradients of AB.
Okay, don't tell me. Try to solve it by yourself. But you think you know how to do it?
Oh, if I think, yeah, I think so.
Did you do any questions like this before?
Yeah, I think we just did one.
Good.
it will be
So proceed.
y 3 over 2x.
Wait, no, proceed.
No,
Wait, read it back again to me. They say in the line segments.
AB is perpendicular to PQ.
Stop. They're saying that AB is
Perpendicular.
okay. Oh, what was the gradient of PQ?
Um, 3 over 2.
Right. And AB is?
It will be negative 2 over 3.
Yes. Right? Because it's perpendicular.
I forget to switch it to.
We'll figure that. Right? So, right, so gradient of AB, that would just be minus 2 over 3. Great. And they're giving us a point. What to do?
So negative 2 over 3 open bracket multiplying by 6. But the thing is the 2 will be y, like outside, to be 2 equals negative 2 over 3 open bracket 6. Yeah. And that 3 could go into 6 2
Right?
times.
Wait, I'm listening to you,
Like,
right? But you're missing something.
no, sir, no, sir. I think I calculated that wrong.
No, you're missing something over here. So before you do anything, right? Wait, yes, before you do anything, what should you write down?
I
Like,
should write the x and y value.
no, you should write the equation of a line. What is the equation of a line?
Y equals mx plus c.
Right. Next thing you should do is plug in what you have. What is y?
2.
Right, so it was what you had to tell me just now was correct, but you left out one thing. You forgot to tell me plus c at the end. Right? M would be minus 2 over 3. X, what is x?
6.
Right? And you're supposed to say plus c. What next?
Well, 2 sixes. I have to say negative 12 over 3
Yeah, you can say that.
plus
Negative 12 over 3 plus c. What next?
you'll have to move the negative 12 over 3 where the 2 is.
Yeah. But do you think you could simplify minus 12 over 3?
In a way, I think so, sir.
The answer is yes. What's 12 over 3?
Negative 4.
Right. So I could write this here as negative 4 one time. Be negative 4. Right, so 2 is equal to negative 4 plus c. What's the next step?
So it will be negative 4 equal
Negative.
2 plus c.
No.
or negative 4 plus 2.
No. What do you do when a negative 4?
This will be a positive.
Right, because you're moving it across. Right? So tell me what to write there. That'll be 2.
2 plus 4 equals C.
Right, where's 2 plus 4?
2 plus 4 is 6.
All right, so 6 is equal to C. So C is
Yes,
equal
sir.
to?
C is equal to 6.
Right. You have it there. All right, so what's the final equation?
The final equation would be negative
You
2,
didn't tell me.
3.
No, well, where's the Y? There's on Y. Y is equal to
Y equal to negative 2 over 3 plus 6.
X.
X plus 6.
Right.
Okay, so I need to stop forgetting the. I'll make sure not to forget that.
I'm hoping so. You will get it. Like you just need to just keep practicing. Like you can't stop practicing. Like you really, really can't. You simply cannot stop practicing. Otherwise things will go downhill bad. Right? Yeah. All right. So I see in that the Form 5 people joining. Nice, nice. All right, Form 5 people, how are they going? Are they good? Adetola, how are you?
I'm good.
You good? You good? How exams coming along?
I don't have anything this term right now.
What? How you get away from
Yeah.
that?
Um, I don't know, but my school every time my school don't have anything, all the other schools have anything. So I don't know.
That's real weird. What school are you going to by chance?
Bishop East.
That's really interesting. Huh. And
Yeah.
what day is school ending for you?
The 10th.
Okay, I don't know what to say. Huh. All right.
Normally we just like finish a little earlier, but
I see. Right. Guys, don't mind us, right? I was just doing some questions with the Form 4s. Right. Okay. Who else joined? Simran. Simran, how are you?
Hi, good.
How exams going for you?
Exams?
What's I should ask when is exam starting?
I didn't get that information as yet.
Oh, so like probably starting next week or something, or the week after.
I'm not going to school and all.
Say that again?
I'm not going to school. I finished
Oh,
school
oh yes, yes. You're not going to school. You're writing exams in what, June or January?
January.
Okay, okay. All right. So I might be seeing you in the crash course. Might. Yeah. You feeling like you're ready for that though?
Somewhat.
Somewhat. I supposed to be in practice from like I didn't get any past papers on it from you, It's supposed to be like practicing like real plenty and sending things to correct. I don't really get much hope.
Um,
Yeah.
I do any past papers and but like I doing it, I'm not finishing it, but I doing them.
Okay, well, if you do a paper, send it to me. I'll correct it for you and tell if you're going correct. Yeah,
Okay.
right. Oh, and we have somebody that's new, Akila. Think that's how to say your name. You'll correct me if I'm wrong.
Hi, good night, everyone. It's Aquila. That's okay.
Okay. Akila. Say that one more time.
Aquila.
Akila. If I keep saying it wrong, I'll call her Miss Williams. I'm so sorry. All right. So this was Form 4 content, right? We're gonna move on to the Form 5 content. And in the Form 5 class, we're looking at trigonometry. Do you have any like do you like trigonometry or do you hate it? Selma, Miss Williams. How are you with trigonometry? Good, bad, iffy? I know it was like a little while ago. A trigonometry. Okay, I'm hearing from you. What about the rest of you guys? Ria and Priscilla, how did you all find trigonometry was going in the last couple of classes?
It wasn't that bad.
Okay, well, let me continue. Let me continue, right? So last class, we looked at Pythagoras theorem and all it could entail. And I gave you a homework question. Did you all do the homework question? I'm guessing not, based on the silence.
So I tried to do it, and I got lost and I didn't do it.
I do like this, if something stressing you, you can't just ignore it. Like you had to get it out of the way and then move along with life. Like you can't just give up easy, easy. Like you wouldn't get anywhere if you do that. Trust me, I'm telling you. Like it's a bad habit I had, and like anytime I see her doing that, I will like slap myself or something. I'll be like, nah, you're not going to stop until they get it. And you know what? In most scenarios, I just get it. I just had to keep going. Like you can't give up easy. If you keep giving up easy, you wouldn't get through. Never get through. So let me do the question. Right? And before I move on, let me ask a question. I could only use Pythagoras theorem on what kind of triangles? What kind of triangles? It must be a specific kind of a triangle. Do you all know?
A right angle.
It must be a right angle. Let me just stop this recording and start it back.